Chapter 10, Desperate Times. Hopefully you're all having a great day. You usher the last of the Deltas in the living room to share the bad news. I think that's everyone, Faye. Thank you all for coming. As some of you may have heard, we've lost several pledges to the Thetas. Apparently, Stephanie offered them to access to internships and a bunch of perks. We're all that's left. The room fills with shocked gasps, even from newer pledges who've joined it as word about the Deltas spread across the campus. So Luna abandoned us? We were supposed to have a book club night. I can't believe the Thetas would pull a stunt like that, and right before midterms. I can. Just let me introduce Aphosis to their house. I've been training him to understand the concept of vengeance. Jesus. I appreciate the initiative, but I don't think snake vengeance will win our pledges back, Sophia. Especially with midterms coming up. After this weekend, everyone will have their noses buried in their textbooks with no time for parties. Well, that means we won't have a chance to recruit any more pledges until this week is over. But midterms week hasn't started yet, right? Well, no, why? What are you suggesting? Well, we could throw a party this weekend, tonight even, while there's still time. I like the enthusiasm, but there's no way we can pull off that with the Thetas hosting Slide or Die tonight. What the hell is that? Slide or what now? You don't remember from last semester it's the hottest party on campus, the only time even the stuck-up Thetas let loose and get wild. The water slide at the last year party was epic. There's no way we can compete with that. Look. We owe it ourselves to try. Even if we can just win over one pledge, it'll be one more than we have now, right? We can't just give up before the semester is even over. Daisy's right. We need to show those Thetas who they're messing with. I would love to knock their egos down a few ranks, but I don't know how we can compete with Slide or Die. Yeah, I've never even heard of anyone trying to throw a party on the same night as Slide or Die. It feels pretty risky. I mean, what else do you have? Seriously, you have nothing. Then if we can't out-party them, we can counter-program it. Do something unforgettable that no one will see coming. Like inviting people to mysterious, borderline, dangerous venue. Dangerous is not an adjective people usually want to associate with parties. Well, that's false. Says you! But a memorable venue would be the perfect draw. We could do something edgy, alternative, like in an abandoned lot. Ooh, abandoned spaces are my favorite video game levels. If you can find us a spot, I'll make it cool as hell. Safia and I can handle the snacks. Well, Faye, can you get the word out? Maybe some last-minute flyers, social media posts? I can, sure, I'll get on that in a bit. What? Wait, what? She doesn't even look up as she replies. She's busy responding to what must be a very distracting text on her phone. On second thought, Miette, why don't you get the word out while Faye handles whatever she's handling? I'll pass out some flyers. Try to use my 15k pick-to-followers for good, but what will you be doing? Arranging the venue. I know someone who can help us find the perfect spot. As the other Deltas disperse, you head to your room and text a guy who knows the city like the back of his hand. Hey, Devin. Hello yourself, what's up? To be honest, the Deltas are in a rough spot, I'll fill you in later, but we could be doing a lot better with some help from my favorite journalist. I need to find the nicest abandoned lot in the city. Well, that's super specific. But intriguing. We're trying to throw a last-minute rager for the Deltas, so I need a venue that says fun, edgy, and underground all at once. Hey, you called the right guy. Didn't really call, she texted. I know an old warehouse that people used to tag with incredible art. I'll text you the details now. Then I'll text you when to meet us for the party tonight. Devin is a natural treasure. It wouldn't hurt to dress up before I see him. I mean, before the party. Although, this style is a little bit outside of my wheelhouse. Maybe I should call an expert. You find another number in Daisy's phone, and one text later, Astra knocks on your door. You rang? do you know where I can find an outfit that says Industrial Warehouse Party Queen in a tastefully sexy way? Oh my god, I have been waiting for you to ask for fashion tips. She pulls you over to Daisy's closet, begins throwing articles of clothing at you. Somehow they come together in a flattering leather ensemble. She just throws it at you, right? Just sticks to you. Yes, I know, I'm magic, but you can thank me after you try this on. It's an okay outfit. Let's do it. I feel like the coolest girl ever. What do people usually do at this kind of party? Dance to industrial music surrounded by lots of concrete? Well, whatever I end up doing, thank you for making sure I look fabulous. You can call me Fashion, for fashion advice anytime. After a day of frantic party planning, Devin drives you and Faye through a part of the capital you've never seen before. Thank you again for the ride. Just wait until you see the venue. He stops the car outside of a large building, and the moment you open the doors, thumping bass washes over you in a wave. Every time I think of it. This might have been an abandoned building a few hours ago, but now it's filled with people dancing, drinking, and the walls awash in neon lights. This place is packed. Neander pictogram followers must have gotten flyers out to the whole campus. I can't believe all these people came to our party instead of the Thetas. Maybe they're finally starting to realize just how much fun you Deltas are. We pulled this together on short notice, though. We should make sure there aren't any beams about to fall or social disasters waiting to happen. Let me worry about playing hostess. Hail Mary of a party was my idea after all. You should enjoy yourself. If you insist, party Faye, activate! Autobots, roll out! She gives you a quick hug and disappears into the crowd. Devin watches her go with a chuckle. What about you? Am I about to meet Party Devin? Party Devin would love to run interference with you, if you don't mind the company. That'll be my, our own little party maintenance party. Cephia and Kaylee's voices suddenly ring out from behind the bar. Cephia is clutching a bottle of hot sauce as Kaylee tries to grab it from her. It's casual party food. People won't care about the depth of flavor or spice balance. They just want to get their munchies on. The snack mix is a delicate science experiment. You can't just throw stuff together. Looks like our party's just getting started. You and Devin rush over to them. Is there a problem over here? I'm trying to sell Cephia to stop seasoning our snacks like a mad scientist. It's called conducting molecular gastronomy. This party has to be memorable. At this rate, the only thing people will remember is how the molecular gastronomy molecularly scrambled their guts. It's too risky. Precious carbs and future pledges are riding on this party. You take a look around the crowd, beginning to jostle around the bar. Get it moving with the food before I find somewhere else to eat. Think, Rose, this may be nothing like any other party you've thrown, but every hostess knows not to get between their guests and food. I'm going to go, keep the snacks plain. We've got great music, a venue people will be talking about for weeks, and a huge crowd. We don't need to go overboard on the snacks. Why don't you save your, gastronomic arts for a special Delta taste testing event? Ooh, yeah, if you mix this stuff up at the house, promise I'll try every dish. Fine, I'll keep my research to myself until the time is right. You poor thing. Kaylee and Cephia start handing out chips, dip, and packaged goods to cheers to from the crowd. Wiley, I need an energy boost to get my dance on. I'll say our work here is done. For now, at least, we better make sure none of the other Deltas are in similar straits. You and Devin follow the music out to a huge atrium where a packed crowd dances around, and in some cases inside the abandoned fountain. Yeah, seems safe. I've seen shindigs with months of planning get a lower turnout than this. You should be proud of what you pulled off tonight, especially competing against their Theta party. He smiles at you, his gaze sweeping up and down your sleek outfit. And, you should be extra proud of that look. You look stunning. You do a little twirl for his benefit, and there are appreciative cheers from the dancers in the crowd. I figured we need to attract all the attention we can at this event. I just hope it's enough. the Deltas really need a win tonight, and none of us ever hosted a party like this, me least of all. Well, you might be new to the industrial parties, but you're a natural leader. That'll get you a long way. Thank you. But compliment me after we get through this. The night's still young. Anything could happen. Yeah, like the party could be a roaring success. Don't jinx it. Suddenly, a familiar face pops up from a gaggle of boys on the dance floor. Hey, if it isn't the fairy godmother of parties. The party godmother? Fairy party mother? Yeah, don't hurt yourself there. Whichever you land on, I'm flattered. Not that I'm complaining, Trey, but I think you'd be at slide or die. We couldn't pass up the chance to be a party in an actual abandoned warehouse. Think of the acoustics for the wolf pack! Trey turns to the dance floor and howls. Wolf pack! Oh! 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 Wait. You're part of the wolf pack now? Is this party, Faye? Faye, you're part of the wolf pack? You told me to enjoy myself, so... Huh. Well, as long as everyone is having a good... The music changes abruptly mid-song, cutting off the Thetas' howls and the dancing crowd's rhythm. You hear some boos when maybe people dancing near the fountain. Patrick's energy is all over the place. Not in a good way. Oh man, not again. The Wolfpack can vibe with any song, we just need the DJs to stick to a track. It's really messing with our groove. As the music changes again, you spot Astra and Miette at the DJ booth, wrestling past each other to get to the controls. Wait here, I'll get the Wolfpack's groove back in no time. You hurried over to the DJ booth where you managed to separate Astra and Miette. What happened up here? I'm trying to save this bland playlist. I heard catchier melodies in an elevator. These are the top 40 hits. We need to appeal to a broad audience if we're gonna win some pledges. Sorry, but nobody wants to join the Broad McBland face sorority. People want something with character. Character, sure, but they don't need a bass line like that's gonna rattle the teeth out of their heads. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stick to popular tracks. An abandoned warehouse is already an unconventional venue. We don't want to alienate people too much. Fine, play your bland but popular hits. You say that now, but when the chorus hits, you're totally gonna be out on the dance floor. Miette taps a few buttons and puts on the playlist. Welcome to the hottest party in town. Get ready for some tunes we all know and love. The crowd cheers, the Wolfpack howls at the restoration of musical order. Oh! I'm not doing it all again. Nice work. Wanna pause our party patrol and dance? Oh, you read my mind. You hand on the dance floor with Devin, and the movement of the crowd quickly pushes you close together. I didn't expect to be packed together like a can of gyrating sardines. We barely have room to move. Remind me of the club where we met. I remember wishing I had time to see more of your dance moves. This world's way from the ballrooms I'm used to, but surely I can still pull off a few steps. I should slow dance closer to him. Instead of shifting into a new dance, you step closer to Devin and lace your arms around his neck. What do you call this move? I'm working on the name, but I'm thinking of, Only Eyes for You. Oh, that's smooth. His hands slip around your waist, his touch warm, almost electrifying as he sways perfectly in time with you. I like it. Although, maybe that's, less about the move and more about who I'm dancing with. Devin glances over your shoulder suddenly, his eyes twinkling, as lowers his voice to a whisper that only you can hear over the music. What if I told you this party has barely scratched the surface of this warehouse? You think the crowd hasn't already taken over every inch? Yeah, if I know parties, they'll stick close to the snacks, the music, which means the rest is all ours, just ours, if you wanted to, explore. There's excitement in his voice, and a hint of hopeful invitation. A place with this much history has got to have some amazing sights. How about we find them together? Diamond choice. Let's explore, just the two of us. And follow me. With the music reverberating behind you, Devon leads you away from the crowd, down surprisingly empty hallways until you find a half-open rolling door. Here it is, our grand entrance to exploration. In my experience, grand entrances usually look less grimy. You don't need a shining golden door to find something magical behind it. He gamely shoves the door upward, but it refuses to roll up any further. Say, what you want about golden doors? They don't usually jam shut. Let me see if I can get it open from the other side. Devon peers up at a hole high in the wall where a vent duct used to be. It looks just big enough for him to fit. I think you can help me up. Only if you promise to be careful. I'll be back before you know it. Standing beneath the opening, you boost Devon up by the waist. With your help, he quickly pulls himself through the openings and vanishes. Don't get stuck, otherwise I'll have to tell the Deltas why I needed to call the fire department. There's a sudden rattling of the metal as the door slides all the way open, revealing a smiling Devon on the other side. Forget the fire department. I never let a rusty door get in the way of our fun. You follow Devon through the soon find yourselves in a large room full of crates and old mannequins. Sure, we'll go with mannequins. We can now make this into a haunted house. Well, this isn't exactly what I expected to find, but we might be cursed now. If these props could curse, then I would have been cursed already. I recognize a lot of these. If you're about to say you recognize them from your nightmares, that will not make me feel less cursed. A lot of them were in a carnival I covered during my last year of undergrad. There's a carnival queen across from her water chariot. You really are something, Devon, right? Am I? Your connections to the city run so deep that you recognize some of its inanimate objects. Hey, I only recognize a few faces here. He gestures towards a large doll in a diamond pattern uniform and his head sitting on the shelf beside him. Like that one. Bugsy the Clown, his face always creeped out the adults, but kids loved him. That's probably why the adults stuffed him and his ilk back here, so they'd never disturb anyone again. Until us, that is. He chuckles. Makes you wonder what this room was before the warehouse was abandoned. I bet it was a home for orphan mannequins. That'd be a pretty sad end for mannequin kind. It's better than being all alone in a world. At least here they could be all together. Like a big found family of misfits. I like that better. What do you think this place used to be? Honestly, probably a storage room before the carnival disbanded, but one person's forgotten junk is someone else's treasure. It just needs to be found by someone with an eye for the wonders in life. I wonder what other lost treasures we can find. You wind your way up a flight of stairs to a room streaming with moonlight illuminating the elaborate paintings on the ceiling. This is beautiful. Look at all the colors. Yeah, this is new, actually. Yeah, it must have been taking months to paint all those up there. This building must have been an artist's hideout for a while. Do artists usually hang out in abandoned factories? Yes, actually. It's a great place to kind of like paint and explore themselves. Some of the ones I've known, sure. These places are like big empty canvases to express yourself on. It's a chance to turn something forgotten into something beautiful, actually. Carnival storage spot, artist hideout, college party venue. How many lives has this warehouse lived? Even more than that, actually. Look. He points out the window towards the street below. The delivery door points straight to the river, so when the medieval texture workers finish their work, they could load onto the ships. And the floor plan got expanded during the Industrial Revolution so they could fit more workers into a clothing factory. People added the reinforced columns when it became a storage hub in the global supply chain up until a decade ago. And you just knew all this offhand? He grins sheepishly. I did some research before I picked you and Faye up. It reminds me a little bit of my business partner. Her parents' business. Their ceramics work? He nods. Families own the same shop for generations, but it's passed through lots of different hands, just like this place. Please take this as a compliment, but you are such a journalist. I just think it's human to appreciate how the places we live in can be shaped by so many people. Just like people are shaped by everyone they meet in their lives, present company included. It gives you a grateful smile. I'm sure I haven't been around long enough to change you in any way. Disagreed. You've taught me a lot. Oh, really? Have I taught you about sticking up for the underdogs? Helping the Deltas hasn't been my first rodeo, but let's just say I found a new passion for it. And I'm glad I could help. For what it's worth, you've shown me something priceless, Devin. What it's like to be free. It means more than you'll ever know. He smiles and nods towards a stairwell in the corner. And let's see where freedom takes us. Looks like this goes up one more floor. Race you there. Before you can reply, he's already dashing for the stairs. Hey! You race after him, dashing up the stairs. Just behind him, there's a small landing at the top, and you see your chance to just before Devin makes it through the landing's doorway. Race ahead of him. You reach landing just seconds behind him, but as he starts for the doorway, you manage to leap ahead. Victory! The sight through the doorway nearly stops you in your tracks as Devin follows you inside. The old loft is awash in moonlight, soft blankets piled on its floor. Oh, that's romantic. What a view. Yeah, it's the best one I've seen yet. He smiles at you, his eyes bright, and he's close, so close you almost can touch. He reaches for you at the same moment that you reach for him, pulling you in by the waist as you capture his lips in a breathless kiss. Devin? His hands slide along your lower back, sending little jolts of electricity down your spine as he pulls away briefly, only to shift angles and kiss you again more deeply than before. Daisy? It's not quite your name on his lips, but it's you he's kissing, and your heart skips a beat as he gently pushes you against one of the crumbling walls. You run your hands over his shoulders as he cups a hand against your cheek. His touch is warm, sending your nerve endings into overdrive as he gazes at you in the soft light. We've got this whole place to ourselves. His voice is a low murmur, gentle and inviting. If you want to stay, whatever you want, I'm right there with you. Right now, you've never felt further from being a princess, Rose Julievart. You're just a girl with a guy who's looking at you like you're the sun in the sky, wondering what you want. I want to stay, and I want you. He kisses you again, more softly, like he's savoring every second you have. And I'm not going anywhere. His hands trail down your sides, sliding under the hem of your clothes to brush up against your warm skin. You gasp with delight at his touch. Good, because I want to make this last. As you kiss again, you push his jacket off his shoulders. He shrugs off his shirt, then his pants. Boy, we're moving fast, aren't we? Tossing them aside, the pile of blankets in the center of the room. Your cheeks warm at the sight, but it's impossible to think of your royal decorum or consequences as you look at him. You reach out to run your hand down his bare chest and his breath catches. Hello, handsome. I could get used to this. I can't. You're standing there with far too many clothes on. Silly me. Maybe you could help? He reaches for your fastenings of your clothing, his touch eager but gentle. The moment your clothes join his on the floor, he pauses, his gaze trailing down your body in wonder. I'd be lying if I said I never thought about this before, but you're even more beautiful than I ever imagined. Please keep the compliments coming. He grins playfully, even as he reaches up with one hand to trace a slow, reverent trail along your bare skin. I know you won't be at Julievart forever, but however long we have, I will never forget the sight of you. You shiver as he passes over the curve of your bra and then slides his hand around you to unhook. In moments, you've tossed the last of your clothing aside and there's nothing but you, Devon, and the crisp night air. Come here. He pulls you down on the pile of blankets and you let him, gasping with delight as he trails kisses across your cheeks and down the curve of your neck. Well, you know why we skipped a lot of that, because, yeah, Pixelberry. Afterward, you lay together for several comfortable, quiet minutes, catching your breath. Devon traces a hand across your back as the moonlight washes you both in silver. I don't usually get swept up in romance like that. Really, you strike me as a pretty romantic man. I am, which is why when I pictured something like that, like tonight, I pictured taking you on a proper date first. But with everything being here with you, just felt so perfect. I didn't want to wait another second. There's something special about getting lost in the moment, though I can't say I imagined us happening in a warehouse either. And neither did I, but I hope you don't regret it. I do. How dare. No, I'm kidding. Of course not. I think I could be happy anywhere if I was with you. You could make a gutter feel like a palace. Not that this place is a gutter, of course, it's beautiful. I meant... He laughs and kisses you. I know, and I'm glad. You snuggle closer to him, losing track of the time in his warm embrace, until eventually he shifts beside you. I hate to say it, but it might be time we head back. Can't we just stay here for a few more minutes? Or days? He chuckles, squeezing your hand. I wish, but your sisters are still throwing a party somewhere down there, and they could probably use our help. I suppose, even here, duty calls. With a sigh, you get up, and Devon helps you get dressed before making for the staircase. You head down the stairs to familiar rooms with Devon beside you, and as you slowly walk through the painted hall, he catches your gaze. I'm pretty lucky to have had this adventure with you. Likewise. I had no idea one warehouse could hold so many secrets, or feel so special. I meant more than just tonight. Everything since we've met, it means a lot spending time with you. He takes a deep breath before continuing. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm happy to be in this for however long you'll have me. How much you'll have me. Devon, you mean a lot to me too. I want to take us as far as we can. At least until the end of the semester, when reality hits me with like a freight train. Ugh. And let's get out of here, or let's find out just how far that is. Pushing the thoughts of the palace from your head, you take Devon's hand and try to embrace the moment. Hopefully, a long time. Back on the ground floor, you rejoin the lively crowd by the bar. Is it just me, or is the crowd even more packed than earlier? Yet's flyers must have talked this up as the party of the year. I just hope we can turn a few of these guests into pledges. These girls, 3 girls, look like they're really appreciating the Delta vibe. You head through the crowd towards a group of girls who are happily dancing together. You enjoying yourselves tonight? Yeah, that's party rules. Then you should consider joining the Deltas. We party like this all the time. Well, most of the time. Honestly, a lot of time. These girls, glancing at her friends, and all 3 of them burst into laughter at once. Oh my god, you're hilarious. I am? Why would we pledge to the Deltas at a Theta party? A what? The moment the words leave your mouth, the doors to the warehouse burst open, and Stephanie strolls in flanked by a group of Thetas. Sorry to keep y'all waiting so long, but the main event has finally arrived. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You march up to Stephanie and stare her down face to face. I don't know what game you're playing, but you'd better head back to your little slide or try bash before this gets unpleasant. It's slide or die, Delta, and you're looking at it. She snaps her fingers and several of the girls behind her immediately begin inflating a massive blue water slide on the warehouse floor. What the hell is going on? Devin leads the rest of the Deltas in a very angry Faye up beside you. Apparently poaching our pledges wasn't enough. They're trying to poach our party. Actually, I think you'll find that it's our party. She holds up a flyer between two perfectly manicured nails. Delta Party Kickoff. Theta Pi tonight, real deal, Thetas. 1 Steel Street, Old Quarter. Have Theta Day. It says Delta, but it says Theta. What? I'm so confused. You told everyone we were the opening act to your try and slide nonsense? Stephanie. Congratulations on... No, you know what? I'd like to slide my fist right into your face. How does that sound for tonight's main event? You take a step towards her and Stephanie nervously takes a step back. Thetas, defensive formation! All Deltas, attack formation. You turn to wave the others beside you, but none of the Deltas are watching you and Stephanie. Mia, let them deface all those flyers? Did your mom put you up to this? What? I barely had time to hang them up. I didn't have time to monitor every flyer for sabotage. Maybe I would have caught the Thetas messing with them if someone had made time to help me. Oh no. She glares at Faye, who glances guiltily at her phone. I would have if I hadn't had a personal thing, but it feels like it's time to cut our losses on this one. And just let the Thetas win? They'll take over me and Sophia's snack bar. Why do you always give up so easily? I don't. As the Deltas bicker, clusters of guests start muttering uncomfortably. Some begin to leave, while others head for the Thetas and their slide. Come on, Iris. Maybe we should get out of here. Hey. We need to pull this together if we're going to salvage this. The night isn't over yet. If we stop arguing and deal with our common enemy... I don't see anything short of a miracle that could salvage this train wreck. Yeah, I did try and warn you about competing with the Thetas. Trouble in paradise, Miette? There's always room in our house for another Maru. Oh, shut up, DuPont. But... most of the crowd has joined the line of Thetas slide, whooping and laughing like they've forgotten you already. No one but Devin even spares a glance for the Deltas. No, this can't be it for the house. It can't be. Daisy, wait. Daisy! Tears well up in your eyes as you dash away from Devin, the warehouse, and Stephanie's cruel smirk. Eventually, you find a park bench that's the perfect size for a devastated princess to collapse on. What a mess. Maybe I never should have pushed them to do this. Maybe... The phone in your pocket rings and your own number appears on the screen. Rose, you won't believe the day I just had. I could say the same. I'm sorry, but I don't really want to hear about your hunt with the Prince Clark right now. I didn't call because of the hunt of Clark. I called to tell you that we're sisters, Rose. Sisters! You nearly drop your phone in shock. What? She fills you in on everything, your father's story about Anna, lifetime of questions Daisy has already had about her parentage. So, before he knew my mother, my father met this woman who was your mother, and that makes us... sisters! What a shock, I know. Oh my god. I have a sister. Where have you been all my life? In Ohio, apparently. Wishing I had a sister and not knowing I already did. Hey, Ohio, look at that. I have a million questions. Does our father know about you? Where are you right now? How does it feel to be a princess? I don't think my mom ever told him. I'm in your room at the palace, and oh my god, I guess I am a princess. Somehow that feels less a big deal than being your sister. Meet me at the Delta's house as soon as you can. I have some less good news I should fill you in on, but right now I just want to hug my sister in person. Will you be there? Mew 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 mew. Count on it, sis. You hang up and rush to the bedroom door, but when you open it, Clark is standing outside, hand poised like he was about to knock. Oh, good evening, Princess Rose. Clark, is everything alright? It's fine. In fact, this whole visit has been better than fine. But I knew politics would get in the way sooner or later. What do you mean? I came here to say goodbye, Rose. Tomorrow I'm going home to Ishmar. Oh my god, I'm so shocked. Like, oh my god. Shut up, I'm on my way to meet my sister. Leave me alone. You've just gained a sister, but you're about to lose Clark for good. I doubt it. Without further ado, love you beautiful faces. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support me and my content, it'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, that's how I feel today. It'd be great to have you. Really, truly. And again, remember there are ways to support this channel, like I said, in the description. And then there's also the join and thanks button. Be greatly appreciated. It's what keeps those diamonds coming in. It's what keeps me literally and figuratively alive. And the power on, you know? And, yeah, no. Anyway. Without further ado, hopefully you're all having a great day. This is the weekend. So, you know, hopefully you're having a great one. I'm sorry I'm a bit late. I'm trying to play catch up. You guys know why I'm late. If you don't know why I'm late, then maybe you should, I don't know, check out some of the shorts I've recently put up, because it kind of addresses the reason why I'm late. Just throwing that out there. But without further ado, love your beautiful faces, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.